Hello and welcome to this new energy update that covers the period between June 15, July 14, 2026. If you don't know me yet, hi, my name is Anna. I'm a professional intuitive, and every month I like to do these energy readings of the collective energies here on Earth. This is not a prediction, it is simply an exploration. We're here to have fun and to see what messages come through for us. Trust that whatever you need to hear most right now is going to reach you. I do one-on-one intuitive readings and intuition support sessions. If you want to find out more about that, you can find more information in the description box below. All right, let's begin with the energy update. All right, so when I first tapped into the collective energies on Earth for this period of time, what I saw, because I'm a clairvoyant intuitive, so I see images, I saw two roses that were kind of coming out of the same trunk in a way, right? So there was one purple one and one dark blue one. By the way, please let me know in the comment section below if you want to know what images I see, or if you just want me to get to the point and not describe what I'm seeing, because I'm always wondering about that when I'm filming these videos. Like, do you just want me to talk about the topic and the information that I got, or do you want me to also talk about what I saw? So please do let me know. So we have this purple and we have this blue, and what I usually do is I go in, and as I'm exploring what the topics and themes are, more colors or images come through for me. So first I went into this purple, and what I received, this is the first topic, our first theme, is that you have been changing a lot and you have been receiving so many downloads, so many new insights, even if you're not consciously aware of them. You have been downloading a lot of new information the past few days, weeks especially, but really the past few months, this year in general. You have been receiving a lot of new information, downloads, and you still are. Now, it probably the last few days, building up to this new moon on June 15, you've been receiving a lot. Maybe some of you are conscious of it and aware of these insights. Some of you may not be. And these are all about this new person that you are becoming, because we're all going through a lot of changes and transformations during this year. So you have been receiving a lot of this. And it's embodied now. It's like it's coming down to you. And I think perhaps in the next few days, in the next month, you will become more aware of this information. And this is information, again, about this new person that you're becoming. So you may be receiving guidance. You may be feeling like it's time for you to move to a new job, to change careers. Perhaps it's time for a new place to live in, or whatever it is. It's just new information about this new person that you are becoming, and it's becoming more embodied, right? It's not so much, I think perhaps in the last few months, this was a lot of information that wasn't embodied. It was just kind of like ideas, but now it's becoming more embodied, more integrated, and you're already starting to make changes in that direction, and things have already started to happen for you. Things have already started to change for you, and you see it and you know it. So you probably know what I'm talking about right now. So this is the first topic. That's what I saw in this purple. There's more that I'm going to talk about later. So topic number 2 now. Now, my attention was drawn to this dark blue rose. And as I dove deeper into this part, there was a lot coming through. Because of this, I made some notes, because there's a lot to talk about here. So, all right. So in this dark blue energy, it's a lot about what you are doing with this new information that is coming through. So again, because these two roses were kind of part of the same trunk, the first part that I talked about is very much related to this. So The purple is more about the downloads, the insights, and the dark blue is more about how we are incarnating, integrating this new information in our life, what we're doing with it. So as I explored this color, I saw something interesting. I saw a dark blue vest, like an item of clothing that you put on. And the first part, so let me check my notes. All right. So by embodying, living, integrating these new downloads, new insights, you are creating a persona, an identity that is more aligned with your true self. The message here is don't be afraid to change or afraid of what others will say when you see you changing, because inevitably right now you are changing a lot. So don't be afraid of change. And then the other part is don't think that by embodying a new role, identity, persona, that you're being inauthentic, because this is something I think that a lot of us are concerned about. How can I be my most authentic self in the world, right? Like authenticity is a value that we all have. If you're here listening to me, you probably really value authenticity. And a lot of us kind of really want to make sure that we're not being fake, right? But the message here is very interesting. It's by embodying a role in the world, in society, you're not being inauthentic. You're not being fake. It is necessary for us to have an identity, a persona, and this persona is always changing and shifting as it is right now. So as you are creating this new identity for yourself, don't think that you are being inauthentic. Actually, the way that you're changing it right now is more and more aligned with your true self. We're always going to have to wear a vest, right? That's why I saw this vest, because that's how we operate here in the 3D space time reality. Our identity is like the vest, the blue vest that we're wearing. The message is wearing a vest allows you to accomplish your purpose here on earth. So wear it, wear your identity, your persona with confidence. But then what I was going to say is just remember that this vest, this identity, is not your truth. It's not who you really are. It's simply something that you have to wear in order to function in society with other people. But it is not who you truly are. And now just to be more specific about the color of this vest that you're wearing, so the identity, the role that you are playing is one of a healer. This dark blue usually means that you are a healer to others. And what I saw, what was shown to me, was that your body looked purple, but the vest that you were wearing was dark blue. So what this tells me is that you are a healer to others by connecting them deeper with their sense of their true self, with their spiritual nature. So you are connected with your true nature, with your true spiritual nature, and you're wearing the clothes of a healer. That's how others see you. The way that you heal others is by connecting them deeper with their own spiritual nature. Theme number 3. The next image that I saw was the image of a mannequin. I think I'm pronouncing it wrong. Anyway, and the message coming through is about remembering who you truly are and not losing the larger perspective, the higher perspective of who you really are. It's very easy for us to lose ourselves in this character, this persona, this physical body and reality, and to lose this higher perspective of who we truly are. I also saw this mannequin downloading information from what looked like the higher self to me, which looked like a circle of light up above. And this mannequin was downloading information. So in a way, who we are, this persona, this character that's talking to you right now, Anna, the intuitive, right, is only an aspect of who I truly am, of my higher self. And it's important for me to not lose sight of that. It's important for us to not lose sight of that. This persona, this character is drawing in information from your higher self, and it is in a sense yourself, right? But it's not the whole self. As I was receiving this information related to remembering who you truly are, I went a little bit on a tangent, but it was a very helpful tangent for me. It really kind of helped me connect with this true part of myself. And I want to share the information that came through as I was, because I record myself when I'm in this trance state and I'm receiving this information. So I'm just going to be looking at my notes. I said a few things about this true self that it's very hard to conceptualize with the mind. As I'm sure you know, we always try to conceptualize this true self with the mind, but I've always failed. It's something that is experienced not with the mind, not with emotions, not with the body, although it can, I think, connecting and understanding, having that aha moment does have effects in the mind and the body and emotions and the energy body as well. It's very powerful. But it's just something that is simply there. The true self, the higher self, it's just there. It exists. It simply is. I also got that practicing or trying to connect with your true self is besides the purpose. It doesn't quite help in that pursuit. The true self, the higher self, it just is. It just is. This is just kind of came through. It exists. And I was emphasizing it is. That's it. These were the words that were coming through. It sounds silly, but your whole self simply is, and it's there, and you don't have to practice connecting with it. It has nothing to do with what we label as spiritual. It just simply is. Theme number 4. All right, we've gotten quite metaphysical, which I love. But now we're shifting gears a little bit. So next I saw a yellow energy, and this was a really cool, very optimistic, a very cool energy. So it was about everything you've always wanted to manifest is manifesting, and really just be grateful for that. Be aware of all the things that are manifesting in your life that maybe some years ago you would have, you were praying for, you were really wanting to manifest, and really just see that, be aware of it manifesting, be grateful for it. Also, this is it's a very optimistic energy. It's an energy of luck, of forward movement. Anything that you really want to manifest right now, put it into action. Luck is on your side. Don't wait. Take action. Theme number 5. So with all these new insights and change, integration, you've gone through a lot of changes. A lot has changed in your life, and you're seeing things manifest. What may happen is that you may notice a little bit of friction between this new person, these new things that are happening in your life, and perhaps some old parts of you, some old preconceptions, beliefs that you may have from your family, from society, from your parents. And you may notice this friction. When this happens, become aware of it and try to not, there may be this judgmental mind coming through and all these judgments coming through. Allow yourself to become this new person. Allow yourself space to sit with what's coming through, and it may feel a little bit uncomfortable or unknown, or this person that you're becoming. You may again throw judgments at this person that you're becoming, but don't be quick to judge. Give yourself time and space, and you will see that this person that you're becoming is more you than you've ever been before. Theme number 6. What I saw next was a sun that was a magenta color. What this is about is the things that perhaps bothered you in the past, your wounds, the things that perhaps you thought were weaknesses, you're truly starting to see how these weaknesses are actually the gift that you have to offer the world. So if perhaps your low sense of self-worth or low confidence, you've seen it as a weakness in the past, you now see how going through all the trials and the challenges of having low self-worth have actually made you really a light for others, and you're helping others that perhaps have low self-worth. You're helping them with their own confidence. So you're starting to see how these things that you considered weaknesses in the past are now really becoming one of your biggest strengths, and also a light, like a sun. You're in a way giving life to other people. You are healing other people through these things that were seen as probably darker, heavier in you. And this really brought me to think about Chiron. If you're into astrology, I absolutely love Chiron and everything that he symbolizes. Chiron is the wounded healer, and I think I've talked about him in the past. But if you are into astrology, I would advise you to look into your chart and to see your Chiron and what your Chiron is in. Could be, what star sign it's in, because it will shed a lot of wisdom for you on this subject. So your wounds are really becoming your purpose. So I'm going to sum up everything while also bringing in, I would say this is the last theme, but it was a last theme, but it was also really just a summing up of everything that I said. So in this last theme, I saw the vest again, but it was a farmer that was wearing the vest, and this farmer really just shows hard work and discipline. And it was reminding us that whatever it is, this persona, this character that we're embodying, and whatever this character is doing, whether you are a healer or you're a healer and you're also an entrepreneur, or you are an actual farmer and working the land, whatever it is that you're doing, do it with discipline, with integrity, do it fully. And then I also saw a little bit of green, which is about leaving space for change. Always leave space for change, for space. Allow these new insights, these new integrations. Allow yourself to become this new person that you are becoming. Leave space for that. And remember that you are, through the work that you do and through who you've become, through all the work that you've put in yourself and your growth, you are becoming a light for others. You're helping others heal their own sense of worth, or whatever it is that you've healed in yourself. You are a light for others. The tarot card section. So as I was shuffling the deck, 2 cards jumped out. First, the 7 of Swords, and then the 10 of Cups. So what I received from these cards. So the 7 of Swords traditionally is about someone that's manipulative or sneaky, right? Like as you see here, it's like someone's trying to hide something, get away with something. And the way that I am reading this is that sometimes we feel this way about our identity, about our ego. We feel like we're being inauthentic, or like we're being fake, or maybe even manipulative. But these 2 cards coming together really they're quite different in energy. Like this card is about really completion. It makes me think of the higher self because of this circular, the way that they're placed here in a circular way, and of completion and of this family and people dancing, coming together. It just makes me think of completion of the higher self. And I think the message coming through here is that we use our ego, our personality, our character in a way that serves our higher self. It doesn't mean that we're being inauthentic, that we're being sneaky or manipulative. So allow yourself to embody this new identity, to live it fully, while at the same time remembering who you really are and holding this larger perspective of this complete part of you. Thank you so much for being here with me. If you're still here, then please give a like and comment and let me know what you thought, where you resonated most. And if you would like to get a reading, a personalized reading, then reach out. You have my email and more information about how to get in contact in the description box below. I appreciate you and thank you so much for being here with me.